How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Cooking Without Pants, and where today, in this video, we are going to be reading Chapter 3 of Moby Dick. Right, before I start, I want to thank everyone so much. The channel hit 200 subscribers. 200 subscribers. Just a couple of days ago. We are currently sitting at 205 right now. Tomorrow, I will be releasing a video with details for the celebration that we are going to be having. But once again, thank you all so much for helping us reach 200 subscribers. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, then please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe so that we can reach even greater heights in the future. Chapter 3. The Mysterious Captain Ahab. The next morning, Queequeg and I borrowed a wheelbarrow and brought our things to the dock. He told me that the first time he had seen a wheelbarrow, he didn't know what to do with it. So he fastened his sea chest to it and carried the whole thing on his shoulders. "Didn't people laugh?" I asked. "All peoples laugh ye at different ways," he replied. "I tell you another story. See Captain him visiting Kokovoko Island. He be tell come along wedding Queequeg's sister. High priest take him big bowl and dip he fingers in for blessed coconut juice before it give ye to guests. Captain not sabby. Him washy hands and juice. What you think now? Think Queequeg people not laugh?" "Yes, Queequeg," I said. "I suppose they did." By now we had reached the Moss, a small ship sailing from New Bedford to Nantucket, and we went on board. Some of the passengers started to make fun of Queequeg. One in particular got him angry. Dropping his harpoon, Queequeg lifted the rude man and threw him in the air. As he was coming down, Queequeg gently tapped his back in the middle of his somersault, and the fellow landed on his feet. Queequeg then turned his back to him and lit his tomahawk pipe. The man complained to the captain, who came running. "What in the thunder do you mean by that? You might have killed the chap," he shouted. "What him say?" asked Queequeg calmly. "The captain say you near killy that one there," I said, pointing to the shivering man. Queequeg's face took on a look of contempt. "Killy him," he said. "Him smally fish. Queequeg no killy smally fish. Queequeg killy big whale." "I'll killy you, cannibal," roared the captain. "If you try any tricks again, so watch out." But it was the captain's turn to watch out. Something had gone wrong in raising the mainsail. The boom, or long, low pole that keeps the sails stretched out, was now swinging from side to side, making huge sweeps of the deck. On one sweep, it brushed the rude character overboard, then continued to swing back and forth, looking like it would go on like that until it snapped. Everybody just stood frozen to the deck, not knowing what to do. Everybody except for Queequeg. First, he dropped to his knees and crawled under the path of the boom to a rope. He tied one end of it to the bulwarks, or sides of the upper deck. The other end he flung out like a lasso and caught the boom as it went over his head. All was steady. Then he stripped off his shirt and made a perfect dive into the freezing, foamy water. We couldn't see anyone but Queequeg swimming around. Suddenly, he disappeared underwater and then surfaced, stroking with one arm and dragging a limp form with the other. The rude man was saved. The captain apologized to Queequeg, and I made up my mind never to leave my best friend's side. I had to part from him for a short while, though, once the Moss reached Nantucket. Back in our room in New Bedford, Queequeg had insisted that the little idol he carried about, Yojo was its name, had given him a message. It had said that I alone was to pick out the whaling ship for us to sign with. After checking out the ships ready for a 3-year whaling trip, I chose Pequod, a small, old-fashioned vessel. I told a sun-tanned, wrinkled gentleman I met on board that I wanted to sign up. He introduced himself as Captain Peleg, one of the 2 owners of the Pequod. "What takes thee a whaling?" asked Captain Peleg. "I want to know why before I think of shipping ye." "Well, sir, I want to see what whaling is," I explained. "Have you ever clapped an eye on Captain Ahab?" "Who's Captain Ahab, sir?" "He's the captain of this ship. Why don't you take a good look at him before you tie yourself up in whaling? You'll find him when you see a man with only one leg." "Did he lose the other while whaling?" I asked. "Did he lose it while whaling, you ask? Young man, it was crunched off by the biggest sea monster that ever chipped a boat." The old captain's story didn't make me change my mind, and I finally convinced him that I was determined to sign on. When I told him about Queequeg, he said to bring him along. Just as I was about to leave, I remembered I hadn't met the ship's captain. "Where can I find Captain Ahab?" I asked. "Where do you want to see him? It's enough that you shipped." "Yes, but I still would like to see him." "Well, don't count on it," said Captain Peleg. "He's sick." "No, he isn't exactly sick, but he's not well either. Anyhow, he won't always see me, so I don't think he'll see you. He's kind of moody, but a good man. A good man. Named after a king in the Bible, you know. Yes, but wasn't the biblical Ahab a wicked king who was killed, I asked. Don't ever say that on board the Pequod. Ahab didn't choose his name. I know Captain Ahab. He may have lost his mind a little on his last trip home, but that was because of the pain in his leg stump. And remember, he's got a young wife and a son. Don't judge him by his wicked name. I left puzzling over in my mind all that Captain Peleg had said about the mysterious Captain Ahab. That was chapter 3 of Moby Dick. A much shorter chapter, but very interesting to say the least. In the next video, we'll be reading chapter 4, but that will be it for now. If you enjoyed this video, then please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see more content just like this in the future. Now that we have hit 200 subs, I guess that the next goal is 250, which would mean that currently we are only 45 subs away from the next goal. So please subscribe if you liked this video, or subscribe if you like any of the other videos on my channel as well. Once again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, bye!